Hi, welcome to this week's Jesse Spec YouTube video. As you can see, I'm in the Lotus today, and remember a few weeks ago I installed new wheels on the car. So today, let me show you how it feels like to have lightweight wheels and super good tires. Enjoy! Hi everybody, back in the Lotus. I just wanted to give you a little feedback on how the car feels with the brand new Wedssport TC105X wheels on it. And let's do a few tests also with bump steer and everything and see how the car has changed its handling compared to before. What I can tell you for a fact is the bump steer has significantly reduced itself. There's hardly any left. However, since I increased the width and I have stickier tires up front, turning the wheel actually is much more of a challenge than I thought. I actually increased the wheel diameter in order to improve a little bit my strength on the steering wheel. But honestly, this hasn't really solved the problem. So it's really hard to maneuver and park the car at low speeds because it's really super rigid, you know. So that's anyway one thing I wanted to tell you guys about it. So I might have to consider putting a little bit less wide tires. I'll keep the rims though, but I'll put less wide tires just so to see if I can actually improve a little bit how the steering is, you know, just so it's a little bit less hard to turn, since this is a street and daily car. And I'm pretty sure that even if I go down one size in width, I'm pretty sure I should not have that problem of having too much difficulties turning the steering wheel at low speeds. The car has significantly improved its handling also from a grip perspective. It really feels amazing when driving it. And what would be a Jesse Spec video without a little bit of VVTLI, right? Let's give it a rev. This car never gets old, man. I love it. I really love it. We're in a 60 zone, so we gotta be careful. Let's go. There's also a considerable improvement regarding vibrations on the highway. I'll put in a little clip in a second where you can see what I'm talking about, and you can see that now the car at highway speeds perfectly revs and there's no problem whatsoever with the vibrations. So there was really a problem with that. And to be honest, the bump steer, it actually has considerably improved. I will do a little demonstration now. I just need to turn around and we'll go exactly on the same place I showed you in last video, so you can actually see that I'm not telling you any BS and that it's actually improved itself. So let's go quickly and check it out. By the way guys, how do you like my new steering wheel? It's a Nardi. What do you think about it? Do you like it? It's a maybe like this much bigger than the other one on my quick release, and it just gives me a little bit extra strength when trying to maneuver without power steering, because honestly it did make things a bit more difficult than before with the new wheel and tire setup. So anyway, also I love Nardi. That's really my favorite brand ever of steering wheels, Nardi and Personal. So yeah, I just felt like bring the steering wheel a bit closer to me, and you know, with the quick release, good driving position. Yeah, what do you think? drop me a comment below and tell me if you like this kind of stuff. I know it's a bit unorthodox for Lotus cars, but I really like it, to be honest. So what do you guys think? You might have noticed also I have changed my lens. That is actually a wider lens. It's a Sigma lens. I really love how it looks inside. At the office it looks better, but also when driving there's more visual angle that you can actually see what's going on in the car. So that's also something I changed, and I really love how it probably will give you better quality videos, so you can look forward to that. And you'll be able to see a little bit how bump steer actually can be super dangerous when driving on the street. So I'm going to be doing you a little demonstration about that, and you'll be able to see how the whole thing actually impacts how you drive with it. Like last time, and see what happens when I hit the curb. It pulls a little bit, but very slightly. Like I could hold it easily with a finger, no problem. In no way I would actually be pulled off the road or anything. And it's actually a real improvement compared to before. Could feel it a little bit, but it's a fraction of what it was before. It didn't disappear completely, but also on the other hand, it is really sort of like a little sidewalk that I'm going on to. So there is no miracle. There will be, with any car, a little bit of bump steer, but I can feel really by touching the steering wheel, that I'd say it's like divided it by 10 compared to how bad it was before. Okay, let's head on the highway and give it a try. And you can see the suspension is really hard, and it's difficult to get with the DSLR a nice stable image inside this car. It's, by the way, starting to piss me off a little bit. But anyway, so let's go take it on the highway quickly and check for vibrations, see if that has solved our problem with the vibrations. Get also a little bit of VVT-LI action going. Hang on, let's do this. Ready? Let's go. I don't know how this sounds like with the microphone, but boy, this is exhilarating. I love the sound of this car. As you can see, no vibrations whatsoever. Perfect. Awesome. You can see that the steering wheel is not quite in the middle. That's due to my alignment. The alignment of the car is not perfect, so I'm going to have to improve that. That's one of the next things I'm going to be doing. Okay, we're going to head back towards my warehouse, and I'm actually going to have to get back onto the MR2. I might actually join a race next week. Hope I can get some good footage for you guys. So anyway, stick around. I anyway wanted to make this little follow-up video on the Lotus to show you the improvements also of what the wheels actually did. So if I summarize up what are the benefits of these wheels, first of all, improved tires with improved grip. I also have lighter wheels, which means I actually feel better pickup. And even though we could see that my cheap tires that I had before were actually lighter in the back, if I remember correctly, but honestly it cannot really be felt on the pickup and acceleration. However, it drastically improved the stance of the car. It feels much wider, it feels also much sharper in cornering. I can feel the car much better, and yeah, overall very happy with the wheels and the tires. Super happy with it. So I'm gonna be doing some further modifications to the car really soon, And I'm sorry if the video is a bit bouncy. I still couldn't figure out a good way to avoid that from happening in this super rigid suspension. But anyway, if you like this video, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. I've reached the 1,000 subscriber mark. I am super happy, and it's really all thanks to you guys, and I just want to sincerely thank you for that. Thanks for sticking along in this video, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week. Peace.